Again, it's Murray. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And here's a look at the starting offense. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Taken at the 37. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go with Murray again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and 2, Luck. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Cut. Here we go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Green with a catch left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Murray, the lone setback. Back to throw. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he loses the football a second time. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They are going for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and
back alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, Taylor. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They go play action with Taylor. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Hassan Ridgeway in there to sack him for a loss of 6. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Colts coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single slot.
Murray the lone setback. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And he rifles one incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down now after the pass completion. This time Taylor will throw. And that is incomplete. Virgil Green has tied in the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Servant under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kendall Langford in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
4th down. Here's Taylor. And this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A big play there on the screen pass. 39 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Here's Locke, throwing middle, and it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and 10, Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Murray the lone setback. From the red zone now, Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Parrish Cox. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime still. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now with Dunbar. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Ten yards to go on third.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Love finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Sanders in motion right. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Seven yards remaining here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And give him 12 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, Taylor. And And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again they run with Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. They try right side here, Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The one running back is Gurley.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barkevius Thomas Mingo. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his tight end, Duarte. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shift together here from the D-line. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Parrish Cox. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Back to the air, Taylor after the pick 6. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, They're able to just roam and hit.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. 53, check 53. Where you at?
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Murray the lone setback.
Hey. We got three.
He's back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Watch twins. Let's go. Switch.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This loss means they will not reach their goal of at least being a 500 ball club. And when you don't reach that benchmark, it's an unhappy fan base, front office. Everyone is unhappy.
And you know in today's NFL, if you don't even get to 500, that puts everyone's job in jeopardy. That's talking about front office people, coaches, players, everyone, because that's just simply unacceptable in today's football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.